Chelsea travel away at Old Trafford. This is one of those fixtures that you look at and you are indifferent about whatever you are expecting in this fixture because of Chelsea's recent history. Now, Rudy van Nistelrooy will be in charge in this game at Old Trafford, and Enzo Maresca is going to go up against his former friend. This is a person who they have played with together at Malaga. Now, the Old Trafford fixture has always been very tricky for Chelsea, and the last time Chelsea won there was 11 years. Another story that is coming out is that Jadon Sancho, of course, we know he was not eligible to play because he is from loan from Manchester United. And as I am making this video, I've just seen that Arsenal has lost to Newcastle and Chelsea have to capitalize. Now, let's look at the press conference. Now, looking at the press conference, what you automatically notice is that Enzo Maresca talked about the fortunes that Chelsea have in this game. First about Chelsea's terrible record at Old Trafford, and he talked about how he's actually preparing the team for this game, and he understands the stake that is in this game. The last time Chelsea won at Old Trafford, Sir Alex Ferguson was actually managing there. Chelsea have not won when Mourinho was there, when Moyes was there, Van Gaal was there. It has been very, very unfortunate for Chelsea. He also talked about the injury situation, indicating that Chelsea actually do not have any injuries in this game, apart from Sancho, who's missing through illness. Therefore, he has a fully fit squad to pick from. And Maresca should capitalize with the availability that he has and should prepare this team to be very serious. I repeat again, this is a very, 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 very difficult game for Chelsea. It's not an easy game. Do not let the league position lie to you about the position of Manchester United, because Manchester United always turn up when they play Chelsea. So we try to give out our lineup as well as the tactics that we expect Maresca to put into this game. If you are watching this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel so that you can get more videos. Now, in goal, we have Robert Sanchez. He's Maresca's #1 goalkeeper. And in this game, I don't want the bozo Robert Sanchez. I don't want him to attempt risky passes. No. If you cannot play the ball to Lavia, hoof the ball long. Jackson is aerially dominant and he can win the ball. No more these clumsy passes, because in this game, if he makes a mistake, we get punished immediately. I'm going to go with the back four of Reece James, Fofana, Colwill, and Cucurella. Why am I picking this back four? This back four is actually the best back four that you can line up with. I know Maresca might decide to start Gusto, but Gusto going forward, contributing is okay. But his shooting is very poor in the final third, and he's not the best defender. So Manchester United can really exploit him. And that's why I want Reece James and Cucurella. Very strong, very able to deal with Manchester United wingers. And I believe Fofana and Colwill should be enough to deal with Zaxi. So I really want this backline. We need to be very physical and very experienced at the back. That's why I'm picking this line. The next, I'm going to pick a physical midfield. That is Caicedo and Lavia. Caicedo gives that midfield physicality. Lavia gives that midfield the legs. So we have two players who are mobile. Lavia is an excellent passer of the ball. He's press resistant. Caicedo is able to give that box-to-box tackling ability and also be able to play those passes in behind. So I'm opting for this physically imposing midfield. I'm going to go with a front three of Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, and Noni Madueke. Now, Neto and Madueke are able to use their pace. The threat of their pace will make Manchester United's backline drop deep, because these two players are very quick, and once they drop deep, they open up spaces in midfield, allowing Cole Palmer to have those pockets of space to pick the ball and look to effect the game. That's why I really want these two pacey wingers to start. We need that pace. Leading the line, Nicholas Jackson. We need him to know when to drop deep. We need his link-up play, and we also need his shooting, because we are going to create chances in this game. So Jackson should be very clinical in this game. He should be astute, ready to actually capitalize on the mistakes that are going to be created by Manchester United. And the team needs to be very on point. This game is more about mentality. Now, Maresca is like hinting like Gusto is going to start, and I'm going to also analyze on how Gusto will play in this game. But in my opinion, I just want Cucurella in that left back. I want Reece James to play right back. I just want the defense players to play in their right positions. No more experimenting in this game. Please, 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 Maresca. No more experimenting in this game. Just put the team players where they're supposed to play and let them play and pump the mentality into them. So let's look at the tactics. Now, looking at my lineup, you can clearly see I've gone with a 4-2-3-1. I'm going with a back four, but Cucurella and James at fullback. I know very well that these are two players strong. They are definitely strong. They're able to win those aerial duels wherever Manchester United decide to go long. Colwill and Fofana are also strong enough to hold their fort against Zaxi. And then we have Lavia and Caicedo. Lavia and Caicedo are mobile, they are quick, and they are able to cover ground in this scenario. And then we have Neto and Noni Madueke, who will be playing and looking to make runs in behind, stretching and widening gaps in that midfield. Now, the alternative lineup is Maresca going again with what he went with against Newcastle by playing James at left back and Gusto at right back. I understand why he wants to play like this, but I don't want this. This is not, we are not at home, and I don't want this chaos of playing players out of position. I know Reece James can play at left back, but Reece James gives us something when he's playing at right back, and I want him to play in that position. Now, when we have Cucurella in the team, then Chelsea will most likely arrange themselves in this 3-2-2-3 structure, with Cucurella attacking in so that Colwill can be the central-most centre-back, with Fofana generating the width, Lavia and Caicedo in those midfield regions, allowing Reece James to look to underlap and create that numerical advantage with Noni Madueke. Yes, Reece James in this position gives threat in terms of creativity and in terms of shooting, and that is an advantage. However, because Reece James has been constantly injured, I believe that Maresca will see that Reece James is not suitable to play that up and down game, and therefore might just want to retain him in the backline. And in this case, he might decide to play him at left back and allow Gusto to be the one to move forward to generate that overload together with Noni Madueke. And that is what I think Maresca is going to do in this game. Now, without the ball, Chelsea should be very aggressive sometimes and looking sometimes to just limit the central passing options, with their wingers playing quite narrow, their forwards using their cover shadows while pressing, while Caicedo being the one to push and try to deny Fernandes any opportunity to pick the ball in between the lines. Lavia, on the other hand, can look to sit deep and try to screen that defense line. Without the ball, Chelsea should settle in a disciplined 4-4-2 rigid structure. Wingers dropping deep, looking to double up on Manchester United in the wide areas, limit them from crossing the ball, while Lavia and Caicedo need to sit strong in that midfield region and prevent players such as Bruno Fernandes from having the ability to actually make shots in front of goal. Now, that is the tactics that I expect. So, what do I expect in this game? Now, one thing that I do expect in this game is that Manchester United are going to be very, very up for this game, because, you know, this is their club legend who's coaching them in an interim role. And this is a game where they want to show their new head coach that they should be in this team. They should be in his plans in the future. And therefore, because we understand that this is what is going to happen, then they are going to be up for it. The crowd, the 70,000 fans who will show up tomorrow will be up for it. The atmosphere will be crazy. But what Maresca just needs to pump into this team is the mentality. He needs to pump the mentality. We need to evade that psychological block that we've been having against Manchester United. Last season, we managed to make a historic comeback against Manchester United. This season, can we end that 11-year streak of not winning at Old Trafford by winning our first game at Old Trafford? Can we do that? We need to do that. Arsenal hadn't won in Old Trafford since 2006. They won last season. It is our time to come tomorrow I don't care about tactics. I just want the team to do the job. Be very discreet, be very organized, be very plain, just do the job, and hopefully the defense does not create mistakes. I don't have a problem. We are going to score goals tomorrow. But I don't trust that defense, especially Sanchez. Just hoof the ball if you cannot play from the back, and do not put the team in jeopardy. So what is my score prediction for this game? I am going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea, though it can be a 2-2 draw, or it can be a defeat, but I am hoping that Chelsea win 2-1 because I know we are going to concede a goal. So hopefully we don't get any injuries or any red cards in this game, and hopefully we can get our first win in 11 years at Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.